Hello, hello, and welcome back to our playthrough of Pathologic 3. I'm just going to take a brief moment. I hope you're all doing very well. It was a lovely day where I am. Weather was absolutely amazing. 74 degrees American, or Fahrenheit, depending on where you are in the world. Lovely day for a walk. The first time that the weather actually broke, went for a lovely walk, and everything about it was lovely. And if you're playing the lovely drinking game at home, I hope you have lovely liver cirrhosis. Now, to get back into this, we have essentially completed everything, or left day 4 in a very satisfying place. And we are going to continue on to the activities of day 5. Oh, it's still early days, still early in the morning at 10:41. What do we have available to us? Known by their hands? Ah, yes, that's right. Well, go away. I don't care. I'm going to summon a local healer, Isidore Barak, perhaps to know something about his fate. And I pulled from the ground, save Reuben from the grave for like the several millionth time. Okay. So let's go and see what we have available to us. There's quite a few things happening today. Once again, I'm finding myself from qualified surgeon Barak. And then today Victor mourns his wife. All right, well, what we're going to do is, let's get out of here. We're going to go ahead and, all right, it's not that far. All right, we're going to go ahead and pay attention to Victor. I believe that we already spoke to Victor today. Gotta go fast. I believe we already spoke to Victor in the previous episode, but let's go ahead and see what the good Vic has to say, lamenting the loss of your wife. I apologize. Oh, it's you. Just 5 days in town, and they're telling tall tales about... No, yep, I remember this. People saw and heard... Well, what tales did they tell of me? What tales you did? You two... Well, okay, actually, let's go this pathway, because I want to talk about his wife. They used to say she could make a candle flame bow with just one look, and that she was over 3 meters tall. I was about to say I don't know what that is in American. Though her height was really quite ordinary. Her temper, though, made everyone feel small around her, lost in her shadow. You too? Did she overwhelm even you with her magnitude? Of course she did. Have you ever loved Dr. Denkovsky? Not an idea, not a concept. Have you ever loved a living person? I thought I was incapable of that. Thought a person would never be enough for me. Wow, thought a person would never be enough for me compared to a dream. Then I met Nina. She alone could rival a whole world. Okay. I'm sorry for that question, for making you remember your loss once more. Don't be. I never forget that loss. Every moment of my life I remember what was taken from me. You began with tall tales about me. Not that I was hunting for rumors, but is there anything I should know? I think you can guess. I call you a tyrant. So yes. Okay. Yes, I remember this conversation. I guess that's true. So thank you. I needed to hear that. Great. Your son told me there was a trapdoor, Jasper. He's repeating after Simon, but I never shared that thought myself. Compared to Simon and Georgie, I'm a down-to-earth man. My head's not in higher realms, and I talk to you openly. Then be frank to the end. Okay. Alright, so, yes, great. Go away. So, great. We have done that. I've offered sympathy to this poor, poor soul. What do we have? Victor is mourning in remembrance. It was an honor to offer him a friendly shoulder. Truly the Kaines are a family worthy of friendship, despite some extra... Okay, good. So I just furthered my goal there for a wee bit. I'm going to go back, and we're going to go to the hospital today. We're going to diagnose some patients today. Isn't that exciting? The prospect of desperately hoping that you're making the right choices to not, make sure that your people of the town die a horrible, painful death. It's fun! That is what we call having a grand old time. Ooh, loot, please, and thank you. Some nuts, thank you. Nuts? I'm nuts. Sorry. Let's move on. Barack, I need to talk to you.
Town's pulse is calling. I can hear it.
Hello, M. Shen. You look exhausted. That's because I am tired, Barack. It's the smell. You smell burnt. That's anger. But not just simple anger. That's how disappointed anger smells. Conjure's tissues were useless, right? Yes, and it makes my job twice as hard. Within an hour, sandpest could no longer be found in the necrotic tissues. That means it's impossible to study its effects. So we need a sample of living tissue. Unfortunately, it's much worse. Sandpest obviously lives in the organs, in the heart, lungs, kidneys, liver. It's a shame you need all those. Couldn't have been like the appendix or the gallbladder. You know, the useless bits. Maybe like, you know, an inch of small intestine would have been great. And now I see it behaves sorry. And until I see how it behaves inside of them, I can't make any progress. Is that your request? To get a living organ? Yes, the question is how to do it without anyone getting hurt. Do you have any ideas? I do. I can make sure they won't suffer. Not in the hospital and not with you around. But I know where to get the living tissue of a Zircon. Okay, it's imperative. Yes, this is important. This is actually true of any aspect of my life, but especially in research. It is imperative to get the patient's consent, especially if it is informed consent. Understand, Barack? I understand, M. Shen. I know a suitable patient. Everything will be fine. Be namda... language. Be ne damte boloko. But I have a counter request. Okay, I knew it. What is it? Need me to babysit your kids again? No problem. I was actually thinking of giving up medicine, becoming a full-time nanny. No. This time, someone else can watch the children. My request is of a different nature. Since I returned, I've had problems with nasty rumors about me, that I'm a murderer and a ripper, that I killed my father. So I ask you, when the time comes, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does, stand by my side. Don't renounce me. Okay. Nope. I'm not having... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Each one is going to end a conversation. Yeah, but that's fine. You said them babysitting. Let's go for it. All right. Go get me some tissues, my guy. Hello, herb brides. Why are we here? Can I help? You're not my patients for the day. No. Can I help you? Ende llamar Zektib. Beds, remedies. Zegtai. This was a different house before. It had another purpose. They danced here, not like us, not for the earth, for the town. And the town grew fast, watching the Hakan Qatar. I know, I've said it 8 million times before, but I can't get over the fact that I really do feel like as soon as I'm done with this game, I can just waltz right into Arrakis and just know my way around. Anyway, I thought they... What brings you to the hospital? Are you sick? All three of you? We're not sick. Akin from Sekhen is sick. But he thinks he has no Yebshen, no illness. He thinks he was punished. How do you mean? How do you mistake disease symptoms for punishment? Octe thinks the steppe punished him. Eryu Kim, the steppe didn't even hear him. Why would she punish him? Quiet. He couldn't prove himself, and weak, fell ill after. Ekesula, we learns you were a healer, and let him to you. You brought him? Never expected. No, that's not true. If only everyone. Yep. If only AV1. Hi, developers. I saw something here. Just you need to pay your translators slightly less. I'm kidding. I'm joking. If I had a nickel every single time, that I misspelled an email and something in an email, I would have very heavy pockets. Nobody should use coins anymore. If everyone did the same, including some, if only everyone did include, nope, not, you know what? We're past the line. We're gonna move on. We have our own healers, our own herbalists. They see Ibshen, illness. We see. Octay doesn't see, doesn't hear. Octay is asleep and dreams he will be in Odon. I admit it's unexpected, but thank you for doing the right thing. Can you give me more information? What did you notice exactly? When did you decide he was ill? Look and see for yourself, Erdem. Octay is so ill, you can tell at once. Even if you're no Menku, you see it clearly. Only Zirkan can be seen with eyes. The heart. His heart became weak, beats as often as outsiders come to the step. His heart became weak, so is this one of my patients? Day 3, Hulan, right. Day 4, Luta, Finch. Diagnosis confirmed. You're not one of my patients. Okay, so whoever this person is, they have bradycardia. And not the one with the skin condition. Actual slow beating of the heart. For the avoidance of doubt, you mean it only beats rarely, right? Hardly ever, Erden. Can't hear if Octay has any Zirkan at all. Heal him, Erden. Octay is a kind fool. He won't be a good herbalist, but he'll be someone who... He won't be a good herbalist, but he'll be someone who tells Gilgernid tales, which is the often very confused version of Veggie Tales. Nobody understood what was happening in those episodes because of the spelling. But still incredibly useful information. We need tales in the kin too, Erdem. Okay, I'll do what I can. Your hint was as useful as ever, thank you. Goodbye, herb brides. Are they on the stage? Yes, it looks like it. All right, let me see. What's my rundown today?
Is the capital, like, a real place?
Everybody says that to me, and I don't know why. Oh, we have what you might call an emergency. Someone stole today's morphine ration. We've got some reserves, but really, it's only a second day open, and there's already been a theft? It's good that the hospital is getting supplies, but it's a shame that they're so poorly guarded. Seen anyone suspicious around? It's my fault. I missed it. But you can't grow enough eyes for a hospital. Patients here, orderlies there, paperwork everywhere. I've already questioned everyone, except that girl you let in yesterday. She mostly comforts the dying and holds their hands. I don't mean she's not working. Maybe she saw something. All right, I'll talk to Clara myself. I'll handle the morphine theft personally. Forgive me again for how this turned out. Should I hand over the patient files? Yep, hand them over. There's a vagrant Bobak, a local holy fool. There's also Sharp. He's a quiet one, but a little out of sorts. And there's a stepman named Octay. He seems out of his mind as well. What a day. So what happened to Sharp? He tried to flee the town on a train. Someone promised him the train would leave. Him and a whole crowd of people. Well, they weren't allowed out. Someone locked them inside. A stampede ensued. Almost no one survived. Did that rhyme a bit? Yakov, you're a poet as well as a big old nerd. What made you think Octay is insane? The things he says. I've heard all sorts of things from stepfolk, but never anything like what Octay says. You better ask him yourself. And how did you find the vagrant? Credit to our orderlies. They said he was hanging around a boarded-up plague house. I'll go to see the patients. One moment. I found reagents for the microscope. We can finally take samples. Oh, we're in business now. Thank you, Little. I was afraid the microscope would just sit there gathering dust. Oh, right. So, people have been stealing from my hospital. Nope, this is nothing. Oregon from the Harusbecks. Okay, so I just have to claim that the Harusbecks ain't no murderer. Local healers, yeah, blah, blah. Okay, survivor from the locked train. Terrified people just escaped. Last night the escape failed. I'm sorry. It's a disservice. I should read this properly. Survivor from the locked train car. Terrified people tried to escape the town by train last night. The escape failed and almost everyone died, but Sharp survived. That's horrifying. Holy fool. Bobak is a homeless vagrant. With such a life, it's hard not to fall ill. And finally, patient from the kin. A young step man named Octay. Doesn't consider himself sick, believes in step tall tales. Alright, let me just do Octay just real quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you slow pulse. Sorry. Love you. Okay, patient from the kin. So you're Octay, you're the vagrant, you're the guy who done... We'll start from the left. Hi, Octay. Muy Yumien Erdem. I'll turn into Odong soon. How are you going to treat that? You're not. I was told you're Odonghi. I'm gonna go with Odonghi. I was told your Odonghi are born from the earth itself. Mother Bado decides, as she wishes will be. If she wishes, she'll grind water into dust. If she wishes, she'll boil solid rock. If she wishes, I'll turn into an Odonghi. Ever since I came here, I've been curious what the Odonghi are biologically. We are all children of Bado Erdem, and the Odonghi are closest to her. They are children who go far from their home, Eke Kolo. There are children who settle nearby, but on their own. And there are children who forever stay with their mother. They are the Odonghi. The Odonghi are closer than anyone to your, deity. Then you don't mind this transformation either. Is that right? I have no complaints. I accept. Mother Bado punishes me, and I accept it. Her light burns Suok's darkness from my eyes. Flashes for a moment, then Utarna. Flashes again, Erdem, over and over. How can you understand? You won't understand. Okay, so... Okay, so you're saying... Flashes of lights? Is that, I'm gonna go ahead and put photophobia. Okay. I'm just gonna slap that right there, just in case. I'll understand if you stop talking in riddles. So you see flashes of bright light? Yes. Gerel namaye zobono. The light brings suffering. I must accept it humbly. Yep, that's photophobia. You won't get anywhere like this. Come on, let me examine you. So right now we're leaning on stone skin. Okay, well... I was about to say, it's like, you know, I was opening the case book, and the first thing that we have here is stone skin, right? And I think a big factor of that is having skin that looks like, you know, aged concrete. The skin is hardened so much, it seems inhuman. No wonder if thoughts of transformation come into mind. Waking one morning after troubled dreams, the stepman Okte found. Alright, so your skin, I'm just going to do it for completionist's sake. You seem to have a... I don't want to confirm this. Okay, so it is... Just want to reconfirm, because it does... The skin has hardened so much, it surely seems inhuman. That I don't... See, that's the thing that I'm terrified about this. I don't want to have my presuppositions confirm the diagnosis on my behalf. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to find things that fit the diagnosis that I want. I want to feel like I found it, but honestly, this is... I mean, come on. Come on! It's right there. Okay, quit out of inspection note. Let me see your back. Oh, you are just covered in this. Yeah, it's just very hardened skin. Arms, let's take a look at you. And here's peeling, another skin symptom. Alright, so peeling, skin peeling. Rash, eczema, which would be eczema. Lesions can emerge in clusters where boundaries and peeling may be observed. Yes. Ichthyosis. I mean, it could be hepatitis, but, you know. But there I don't see any yellowing of the skin. Eczema for sure. What is ichthyosis? Forming a pattern of dark tone spot. Resembling scales and separated by paler areas. No, definitely not. Okay. Yes, another skin peeling. Let's check the other side. I think it's just going to be more of the same, right? Let's take a look at your legs, bud. Yeah, they look pretty good. All right. Oh, skin is inflamed. Allergy, signs of physical trauma. Where's the inflammation? I'm just going to have to take your word for it. Because I'm not seeing any particularly inflamed skin. Skin redness. Distinct patch of the skin ringing from menstrual light. Well, skin redness and rash. Red can black from green. Different types of green rash? I've never heard of a green rash. I'm going to go with skin redness. Alright. Okay. Really? Skin is inflamed. Allergy? Signs of physical trauma? Well, we'll ask about it. Alright. So far, I'm leaning towards skin... Stone's skin. What do we got? The stepwoman who brought Octave mentioned something about a heart issues. Worth asking him about it. Yes. And the first director discovered symptoms in the casebook. The question is in patient more detail. Alright. You, bud. Okay. I mean, I understand photophobia, but it really does kind of seem like we're flashing something horribly into poor Octave's eyes. Even a Menku can't help. How can some city Erdem help? He can't. So you do want help against Bado's will? I have some questions then. All is in Bado's hands, Erdem. It is not her will. You cannot help. Your chest and back are calloused. Has it been like that for long? Be Kaliki, Shibu Shagna. I'm turning into Odong. Odong. But wait, this one doesn't have an E in it. So I'm just going to go with Odong. That's what I'm going with. I'll be turning into Odong. Soon I'll be like them all over. Their skin is tough. Can't be cut. Mother Bado is strict but fair. I accepted the Udar in my arrogance. I should also take the punishment. Can you at least tell me how long it's been happening to you? 6 days. Can such an ubshe come from nothing? It cannot. Okay, the skin on your legs is inflamed. Is that another stage of your transformation? We did a right, Burke. Burke, be Buke. I've endured. I did it. All the village was glad. Bado herself was not glad. When a Zirkin is full of pride, how can she be glad? A right, you say? You won't understand. My legs turn Ulan from the right. Everything else is from Mother Bado. Okay, so they did a physical thing. So we're gonna flop off the eczema. Well, actually, the skin redness. The eczema, the skin peeling we haven't gotten rid of quite yet. The herb bribes who brought you believe you're sick, not turning into Odong. They're kin too. Why don't you believe them? It's easy for brides to say. Mother Bado herself directs their dance. How can they know how it is for those she doesn't direct? Tede mendehi. He, you know what? Tede mendenehi. I'm actually going to go with that. They say your heart beats very slowly, but I haven't noticed that. Has that been happening recently? The blood of an Odon is slow, viscous. They are calm like the earth. Namdu bayakada hain. Now my heart is slowing too, calming me down. Okay, but right now you have a normal pulse. Maybe the agitation is raising it to normal levels. It is noisy here, Adem. Hustle and bustle. Let me go back to the steppe, Namie Gargati, and maybe my heart will slow like the Odon's. Let me think on what you're really transforming into. I'm gonna go ahead and declare it because I can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I just, out of curiosity, can I see your eyes? No. All right. I'm gonna make. Oh, I'm dying. Nobody told me I was dying. Here I am trying to help these people, and I'm dying myself. So you have photophobia. You have a slow pulse. And I really do want to say stone disease, because it's a calcification of the skin. Yeah, okay, I'm going for it. Lock-in diagnosis, here you go. Enjoy your stay. Alright, great. But the thing is, after I'm done with that, I don't talk to them anymore. Do I even treat them, or do I just synthesize a cure from their illnesses? What is this? Reagent. Plant-based dye used in microscope. Okay, great. Don't know what I need that for. Who's next? Oh, Clara, hi. Actually, Clara, ooh, and Eva's here too? I'm sorry, sick patients. Cool people await me. Later, nerds! Hi, Clara.
Our quarrels are ended. Our friendship is mended, and if I should lie, of pox should I die.
What do you want? Well, someone stole morphine from the hospital stock. Help me find the thief. Get lost, will you? You were so eager to help in the hospital, now this. Do you talk to the patients like that too? Ugh, will you stop bothering me, Dr. Man? Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood for this. Look, I don't want to make a scene. Let's settle this in the civilized way. Return the morphine, and I'll turn a blind eye to it just this once. So stifling in here. Stifling and stomach churning. I'm off to the pub. I'm curious, when did they allow children in the pub? You're so boring. Hello? Can you even hear me? It's like I'm talking to a wall. Did I get the morphine back? Let's see. Theft. Morphine disappeared from the hospital. Who's doing, if not the changelings? Okay. So it's still a mystery afoot. We have... Alright, let me finish what I was doing. Alright, here we go. Vagrant. Heal away, friend. For your benefit or mine, it doesn't bother me. For the benefit of the entire town, I dare say. You have the sand pest and it's fatal, but your blood will help other people to avoid catching ill. I guess this was my destiny all along. What a lucky man I am. I'll die, but I'll help others. People should stick together. Don't you agree, Doctor? Well, I mean, I agree. It's hard to achieve anything without the assistance of others. A doctor, for example, might have trouble diagnosing a patient who does not cooperate. I'm no good as an assistant, Doctor. I don't know a thing about this science of yours. But if I can be helpful, I'll help gladly. It's the only way. Then please help me. Tell me what your health issues are. It's simple, really. I won't complain about my vagabond life, if that's what you mean. I deserve it, bruises and all. It has its charm. When you have no roof over your head every time you bed down for the night, the celestial stars themselves lull you to sleep. You sleep outside even in the fall. No. That's a stupid question. This isn't exactly what I'm asking about. Has your health deteriorated lately? It's so cold, Doctor. How could my body not break down a bit? But it happens every year, so we're all used to it. When it gets cold, I shake. I get feverish. But I gather it will pass soon enough, like it always does. Jesus. Could your head be pounding because you've been drinking? You don't look sober. You're shaking, tripping over your feet. You can't stand straight. How's a man supposed to get warm out on the streets? That's what spirits are for. Okay, so we definitely have alcoholism there. So that's neat. Okay, but that's actually, you know what, I'm going to select this because this is true. Drinking does not actually make you warm. It does dilate your blood vessels, which means that heat releases from your body a lot faster. That doesn't make you warm. It actually means that you're in the process of cooling down a lot faster. So it's bad. So don't do that. You'll get a pneumonia, and you'll get died. And then Dr. Dankovsky will ask Barack Obama to cut out your liver. And you won't be happy about it. But it's for the best. I think I forgot what the thread of what I was asking was. Alright, fine. Are you drunk or not? When was the last time you consumed alcohol? It is not an idle question. I don't want to write down irrelevant symptoms. How should I know, Doctor? They brought me here to all this ruckus and hurry. You tell me, turn over here, spit over there, roll up your sleeve, answer some questions. A good stiff drink would scramble my thoughts far less than this medical rigmarole. It almost slipped my mind. The orderlies who brought you here told me that they found you by an infected house. What were you doing there? I've done nothing wrong. Nothing at all. I was going to lead the little bull out of that house, but I didn't. Oh, that's no good. I didn't keep my word. My memory's like a sieve. I'm going to write that one down. I'm going to say memory lapses. There's nothing I could really put for alcoholism. It's just when it gets cold, he shivers. It's like, I sweat when I exercise. I'll call Ripley's. By the way, there is I will buy calomel for anybody who gets that reference. What bull? Who keeps cattle inside their home? I cannot believe. What bull? I cannot believe that. Did you enter the plague house or did you not? I think if I'd gone inside, I would have let out the little bull, right? For the girl! I would have done my best because I gave her my word. Now, there's a part of me that wants to say that there's hallucinations. So I'm just gonna pop that right up over there. You have redness around the eyes. Is that something I can say? Alright, get ready for the examination. What do we got? Oh, we got some sort of eczema going. Abrasions, results of poor hygiene, or consequences of infectious disease. Patient is also itching all over. Extremely pale. Shouldn't vagrants be weathered? Alright, fine. We got some skin issues. We got itchy skin, and we got... where's pale? Pallor. Deathly pallor. Right. It's not in... I remember. Sometimes these things are not in the right areas. Photophobia, hydrophobia, red eyes, regular pupils, lip lesions, redness around the nose. Redness around the nose. I'm going to take a quick... Well, I mean... no, cyanosis. No, he's not turning blue. Right? Yeah, no. He's not turning blue. Cough, hemoptosis? As in, like, the bursting of... Oh. Was for cough and serious damage to respiratory organs. Severe pallor. There we go. Pallor. There we go. I don't know. None of this seems to be connecting to each other. I've got 4 symptoms here, and so far really hasn't helped a lot. All right. You also seem to have whatever this. Covered in bruises, extremely pale. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. We're going to ignore that for now. Definitely covered in bruises. Huge ones. I'll put bruising down for now. Let's see here. Circulatory system, weaknesses, vein damage, hematomas. Yep. Hematomas. Wow, that really didn't help anything. Ink syndrome, Twirine syndrome. Could be Twirine syndrome because the patient did say that they were a bit of a drinker. Ink syndrome. Infection around the sewage and stagnant water bodies can also be present in fish tissues. Virus of chemical composition resulting in darkening blood vessels and eyes throughout the body. Okay, I got it. I have a very strong feeling I'm going to quickly uncover vein damage shortly. Nothing of note, just more bruising, I imagine. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm going to discover vein damage in short order. No? Oh, there's more abrasions, result of poor hygiene or consequences. Patients is also itching all over. Ooh. That didn't help. That really didn't help. Alright, what do we got? First steps is to pick discovered symptoms in the casebook, then ask the patient about. Yeah, I know that. Jeez. They used to let us in the theater when it was freezing outside. Now they even heal you. What a good place. A kind place. I wouldn't peg you as a theater goer. Did you see a lot of plays before the hospital was opened here? Our entire lives are like a theater. When actors suddenly become homeless like us, wouldn't you say that's dramatic? They stage their plays outside now. Life, like theater, never stops, whether you're a person thrown out on the street or a piece of scenery falling off the rigging of a stage. We're mixing a lot of metaphors here. We have a lot in common. I, too, cannot stop, no matter what happens. Will you answer my questions? Ask away, Doctor. That's what people really need from one another. A scrap of attention. I know that you need my answers for your important work. Why bother speaking to me if they were in need of something? That is a sad thing to say. I'm sorry. How did you acquire all these cuts and bruises? Oh, they just appear. Don't you ever wake up and just, look like you've been beaten in your sleep? I wouldn't say that's normal, especially this much of it. Oh, pish-tosh. I sleep on the ground, on a thin blanket. Stones dig into my sides, so that leaves me beaten. By life. Do you dig your face into these stones as you sleep? Do they give you those black eyes? I have a feeling you're not being entirely truthful with me. Always on the lookout for evil, aren't you, Doctor? Not just for sickness, but for the wickedness inside us humans. Lies, hatreds, weaknesses in our character. Please spare me that judgment. Once I'm 1 foot in the grave. Your skin looks terrible. Plus, you're constantly itching. Plus, I hate you. That one isn't a symptom. I just thought you should... I'm kidding. I don't know this person. Also, they don't technically exist, so does that... Anyway, we're moving on. Excuse my lack of hygiene. A fellow becomes quite mangy and itchy when he can't wash or change his clothes. I'm not complaining, though. No use wasting breath on it. I'm just reaping what I've sowed. Okay, alright, so we're gonna... Okay. Alright, we're gonna get rid of itchy skin and hematomas. Memory lapses, severe pallor. Really doesn't connect with anything else I got going for us. Wait, hallucinations? No, let me take off hallucinations. So I got memory lapses, severe pallor. Hematomas he explained away by poor sleeping conditions, and itchy skin So we are no closer. I still want to keep memory lapses, because, he did openly say that his memory is like a sieve. What's this cut on your lip, right here? Do your lips crack, or did someone hit you? It could be the dry air, or eating preserves from a can. I don't even know I have a spoon, so I could have cut myself. So I'm not sure, sir. This is how I treat any blemish or cut. If I got it, that means I deserve it. And you seem rather pale. Is this a recent occurrence, or is your natural color? How am I supposed to get tan, Doctor? Can't take my clothes off in the summer, unless I want to lose them. Poof, they'll be gone. I've got to hang on to them, and wear them all the time. It's not like someone would be willing to give me new ones, but that's all right. I can bear without it. But your resignation to fate hinders the diagnosis process. You deserve all the consequences of vagrancy if you... That's not necessarily true. I guess I don't know why Bobak is a vagrant in the first place, but, you deserve to be homeless? Jesus, Daniel, I just want to continue the conversation. Why do you gotta make me seem like such a jerk? But tell me, did your health deteriorate recently or not? Don't get mad at me, Doctor. That's just how I am. Clueless. I've been clueless all my life, and now I'm clueless at death's door. I couldn't save the little bull, couldn't tell you anything about my ailments. What is this little bull you keep talking about? A girl was crying. Such a tiny girl. They took her out of an infected home, but her little bull, they left it behind. I hope this little bull had some value to it. It had the greatest value in the world. It made a child happy. Bobak, yours is quite a case. I can't figure it out, so I'm going to visit your home. The place where you used to sleep and stash your things. Hope I come back in one piece. That's fair. I was just genuinely going to suggest that, because, I have no freaking clue. Alright, you guys are still there. That's fine. Let me go talk to the Sharp. Oh, jeez. Oh, you look terrible. This hospital is full of people. Did everyone really make it out? Doctor, answer me. I saw Kongor somewhere around here. He even had his eyes. Doctor, tell me, was it all just a bad dream? The train was just a toy and everyone in the car survived? Okay, it's not my job to indulge your delusions, but you can just tell them the truth without being such a jerk, Daniel. Why are you like this? This is why nobody likes you, Daniel. I don't know. Do you want to cure death so that maybe you could live long enough to hopefully find somebody that might be willing to talk to you? Such a jerk. It's not my job to indulge your delusions. Your attempt to escape the town was a failure. Also, side note, Daniel, you also attempted to, you shouldn't get off your high horse. You also attempted to escape this town. You're not the good guy in this situation, Danny. You're the worst. It ended as a tragedy with only a handful of survivors. You were lucky. How is that possible? Who locked us in? We're locked in, and I don't have the strength to lift my arm or legs. Am I dead already? Then where is everyone? Why can't I see them? Okay, so you have weakness. What do we got? Hydrophobia, loss, boop. I'm gonna say irregular people say photophobia, visual impairment. I might go with visual impairment, but what we need is weakness. Burning sensation, chest pain, cyanosis, cough, hematosis, difficulty breathing. I did see him coughing, so I might do that. Weakness, there you are. Lethargic, inactive, lack strength. Yes, I don't have the strength to lift my arm or legs. Am I dead already? Then where is everyone? Why can't I see them? Okay. Can't lift your arm, you say. Did you notice this weakness before yesterday evening? The carriage is all emptied out. Did we arrive already? Why haven't we arrived yet? Why? Okay, this person is hallucinating a little bit. I'm going to put and visual impairment for a little bit. Oh, look. As of right now, it's our good friend bradycardia. An infection caused by bacteria on the wash. All right, you know what? I am mad. I'm looking this up, okay? Hold on. Here we go. Hey, Google. Define bradycardia. Oh, I didn't put on the two. Yes.
60 beats per minute in an adult at rest.
Yes.
Would you like?
Yes, because I thought I was going crazy here. I thought I had the sand pest, but the only pest is this game making me doubt my understanding of basic cardiology. Bradycardia, slowing of the pulse. That's it, below 60 beats per minute. It doesn't, I mean, metropolitan is just that, it doesn't have, it's not, I mean, fruit worms? Infection? It's not an infectious disease. I'm sorry, I can't, all right, we're gonna leave it there. For the sake of game mechanics, I'm going to leave it like this. And if that turns out to be the right answer, that's fine. I'm going to be very angry regardless. So easy, calm down. I'm going to examine you now. What do we got? You got some bruising. Bruises. Seems obvious enough, but there is such a symptom. All right, I'm going to knock out. I'm just going to put it there so I can ask about it later, but I definitely don't think it's bruising. Yo, where are my hematomas? There you are. All right. What do we got? You know, it's amazing that you all have the same body types. What the hell is this? Bruises. This is some severe bruising. I mean, they were essentially panicking in a boxcar. Bruising with hemorrhaging here, too. Okay, just a lot of bruising. His hands are scratched, ready to get him scraped by the stampede. Hand scratchiness is not a symptom. Legs, let's take a look at you. Doesn't look like anything on the front or the planar view. Let me check out the dorsal view. Nothing. Okay. I have some additional questions. Alarming symptom. Sharp is coughing heavily, and there are drops of blood on his clothes. I should ask him about his in particular. Okay. All right. I have to ask, Doctor. Are you absolutely sure that everyone in that train car died? Why would he do that? He could have just taken our money. Why lock us in there? I'm afraid I don't have answers to your question. Thank you, Daniel, for attempting to be a normal human being. I'm afraid I don't have answers to your questions, but I sympathize with your situation, and I want to help. All right, Doctor. You're bruised all over. They're pushing so hard, shoving, kicking. Yeah, they were in the boxcar. It's not great. They're pushing so hard, shoving, kicking, screaming, trying to get out. They knocked me down. They were trampling on me, grinding their boots onto my back. I don't believe it. I'm already dead. Did I die, Doctor? You didn't die. Let's move on to the next question. It feels like there's no point in this anymore. Wait, didn't I wanted to ask you about your coughing. Please focus and try to answer some of my question. Wait, it's what? I'm supposed to ask, coughing heavily and there are drops of blood on his clothes. I should ask him about this in particular. First, record the discovered symptoms in the casebook, then question the patient about them in detail. Alright, so we'll do... Okay. Oh, that's why. I have to put it in the book before I can ask about it. So, cough and hemoptysis. Oh, that does change things around. Acute bronchopathy, headache, fine, chest pain, fever, difficulty breathing, redness around the nose, severe pallor, burning sensation in the heart. It's a completely different thing. He's got visual impairment, because he's been saying that he can't see anybody. Hallucinations? Leadfoot. Leadfoot asks, is this a horror game? I wouldn't say so. It's a very, It's more of like a murder mystery, except the victim is the town, and you're trying to solve it. It's actually more like, what would you say? It really is kind of, oh man, hold on. What was that game on the Nintendo Wii, where you played as a doctor, and then in order to do surgeries better, you used magic? It's like that. It's just like that. Except, children are incredibly violent and hold all sorts of things like strychnine, tobacco, and bullets. Buildings just flat out don't care about the laws of physics. And, well, everyone lies to you. So that's the type of game it is. Leadfoot says, being a doctor in this time period sounds like a horror game. Well, it's not great. Especially since, hey, Led, you'll probably appreciate this. Apparently, bradycardia is an infection that might be caused by fruit worms. That sounds like... I would love to hear your take on that. Okay, yes, whatever. I have to ask you about something. This symptom might be key. Sure, ask what you like. When did you start coughing? This past summer, when I started working with Kongor, his cough was so bad he could barely speak or breathe. That's why he asked me to help out. He knew he wouldn't pull through on his own, and he didn't want to let anyone down. Okay, doesn't sound like a dry cough. Are you coughing up blood? Kongor coughed up blood, and now I do too. Blood! Blood on the walls! Blood on my face! Why are they screaming? This is just the blood Kongor coughed up, isn't it? He's not wounded or anything, right? Okay, so you're both coughing up blood. Okay, that's it. I don't want to trigger you with every single question. Please just rest. Come here, little. You have a job to do.
Line, dot, dot. Now you have a cootie shot.
Dr. Little. I know that we're incredibly short-staffed, but I will not hesitate to kill you if you ever say that to me ever again. We're moving on. Yes, Dr. Dankovsky, I'm at your service. I realize why. In the beginning, I remember Daniel was just like, I want to hit you very badly. And you know what, Daniel? I know I said some harsh things to you, but in this particular case, I think you might be right. You found supplies for the microscope right on time. We have a case that needs lab testing. Do you want to learn how to do it? I don't want to mess things up, Dr. Dankovsky. When you're watching me, even washing test tubes is stressful enough. And you're here talking about a microscope? We learned how to use them in middle school. Oh, all right, fine. You know what? That's unfair, because I'm sure it wasn't necessarily the case. We all haven't had the same upbringing. I appreciate that. And you know what? Little is doing their best. I'm just bitter about the circle, circle, dot, dot, cootie shot thing that a doctor has said. Anyway. Beating yourself up doesn't make you look better, but taking action does. Let's begin. Here we have a patient, a survivor of the tragedy at the station last night. Almost any question plunges his mind into chaos. What can we do? I don't know. Check out where he lives, perhaps? It's good to do both visual examination and to collect data from third parties. But I want to show you another method, collecting samples. We have to be mindful of our limited resources when we use it, though. The patient has a very bad cough. He's coughing up blood. How many diagnoses on our list match the symptoms? Let me check this on my papers. One moment. Coughing up blood matches 2 diagnoses. Okay, should I get rid of everything else? This person is definitely having hallucinations. I still want to hold on to visual impairment. We'll take a look at, we'll get rid of hemoptosis, and we have acute branchiopathy and consumption? So we think, consumption, come on, typhoid. Yes, sorry. Needed to remember that. Whatever, it's not important. We're keeping cough. Going back. Okay, the list of symptoms almost matches. What matters is that every symptom correlates to a certain body systems. It signals that this particular system is somehow Hold on, are we removing hallucinations and visual impairment due to shock? Okay, it does really bring it down to acute bronchiopathy and typhoid. So let's see here. When you say consumption, is it typhoid? Is that because that's how I know it? Chronic infectious disease may be prevalent in countries with average to low living standards, where it takes high mortality rates. The disease is caused by bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Nope, I was wrong. It was tuberculosis. I hereby hand in my stethoscope, which I don't own, and hang my head in the utmost of shame. It primarily affects the lungs and is transmitted through coughing, singing, and other... What an oddly specific action. Singing. It's... okay, coughing, singing, and other respiratory actions. Initially, patients complain of muscle weakness and weight loss. Cough and night fever are often among the initial symptoms. Skin dryness is present. In severe cases, hemoptosis occurs. High case fatality rate. It's actually interesting. This is something that, just a little bit of tidbit that's interesting to know. In clinical trials, one of the tests that we have to conduct frequently just to make sure that there is no contraindication is, especially when working in the field of medicine, is TB tests. Typically that's done through either a blood test or through, and I'm not sure if anybody has ever had this before, but they do... and this is an interesting bit. In order to test for tuberculosis, they actually inject inject something subdermally, usually around your wrist or so, and create an actual bubble. And after 24 hours, they look to see whether or not that bubble resides. This, by the way, this isn't, Gorkhon medicine. This is modern day medicine. This is a TB spot test. And essentially how you're able to determine whether or not you have tuberculosis is, a medical professional sees you again. If that bubble has gone down, you're in the clear. If it essentially hasn't gone away or gets worse somehow, congratulations, you have tuberculosis. Isn't that fun? Well, I think it's fun. Let's move on. Right. What matters is that every symptom correlates to a certain body system. It signals that this particular system is somehow affected. If someone is coughing up blood, what system do you think that relates to? Well, it's the pancreas. It's actually the leftifinal hunguloid, a very common organ that everybody's familiar with. Sometimes you expect one thing, but no, it's the windpipe. Sorry for fascinating. The lungs. I'm sorry, I have to say it in Little's best voice. The windpipe. Sorry, I should use the fancy name. The lungs. The patient's lungs are affected. The windpipe is a different structure than the lungs, Little. That we're okay. We're talking about the. We're talking about the. We're moving on. We're moving on. Now, find everything that's both similar and different between our two possible diagnoses. Check not only the symptoms, but also the systems affected. Remember, if the list includes at least one lung-related symptom, we'll see something in the sputum sample under the microscope. All right, so I'm going to assume that it's tuberculosis. But bronchiopathy, acute bronchiopathy, well, so it's just a type of well, the suffix pathy just means that it's a disease that we haven't really figured out yet. It's something's wrong with the it is a recently acute bronchiopathy. Breaking that down, that is a very recent case of some disease that is attacking the the bronchial tubes. So, but we'll read this one just to be actually thorough. A subtype of diseases caused by Yersinia pestis. See, exactly, a subtype of diseases. So it's not one specific disease. It is just, there's a system of things attacking that's why I use pathy. Transmitted by direct contact of the bacteria with mucous membranes, drinking from a dirty cup, smoking a pipe, or rinsing eyes with contaminated water. The acute phase starts with fever, muscle weakness, and a burning sensation in the heart area, followed by hemoptysis. The waning acute phase is marked by headaches and bursting chain in the pest. Or, if you could read correctly, bursting pain in the chest. As the acute phase subsides, it becomes challenging to accurately diagnose. Without treatment, the patient dies within 2 to 3 days. Okay. Nido torpedo, and we have consumption, which should be a definitive bacterium. We should see Mycobacterium tuberculosis when we grow cultures. Okay, that's what it is. I was wondering why the symptoms weren't listed in alphabetical order. Now I know it has to do with, what do you call them? These systems? Such is the case when we are not certain about a diagnosis. We must use reagents sparingly. So here's the trick. When you have several options, only check the body systems that help you ascertain a diagnosis. The first illness does not affect the mucous membranes, but has gastrointestinal symptoms. Does it? That's not the first one. This is the first one, which does have gastrointestinal symptoms. But this one doesn't. Oh, I see. So there's issues with the brain, lungs, heart, and mucous membranes, and consumption has brain, lungs, heart, skin, and gastrointestinal tract. Okay. Okay, so we take a sample from the mucous membrane and examine it through the microscope to pinpoint the diagnosis? Yes. When 2 diagnoses are possible, check which systems are affected to find the difference. Take samples based on this observation. Finally, use the microscope to look for signs of a particular illness. I get it. I guess. Maybe. At least the general idea. So, it is my understanding that we will use the microphone. We'll use the microphone and ask the patient once again to say really loudly if they're sick. If they say no, we just go ahead and discharge them. That's as easy as that. That's medicine. No, what we'll do is we'll take, so what we should do is take a sample of the mucous membranes. If something is, I guess it's just going to tell me if it's positive or negative for that particular system. So if it is positive for the mucous something affecting the mucous membranes, then I assume it's not going to be tuberculosis or consumption. And if it is positive for mucous membranes, we're going to go with acute bronchopathy. That is my guess. Here we go. Let's review the clinical signs. The patient is coughing up blood, so there are 2 possible options. We should narrow them down to 1 using the microscope to examine one of the systems that differ between the 2 possible diagnoses. My head is spinning with all this new knowledge. I have to confess, I want to address this fancy equipment as Sir. Little, I hate you so very much. I'm sorry. You're enthusiastic. 10 out of 10 for enthusiasm, Little. I hate you as a person. Don't take offense to that. Or do. It doesn't matter to me. We're just saving lives here, little. Yeah, I will carry out the test myself. You just watch and learn. I would like to test the... Oh, I have 5 slides. Very good. I'd like to test the mucous membranes. Right? Can I go back to... Hold on. Right, I just want to be absolutely sure. I know I said it before. So the way that these two differ is either... So it's either... I could test either the skin... Actually, I could do that. This is my last patient of the day. Do I only have 5 microscope slides, period? But you can re-wash microscope slides. Oh, but it's the reagents that we don't have too many of. Okay, so I'll just do 1. And what we're going to do is, because the difference is one of them, so it's skin and mucous membranes. Yeah, that's it. Those are the only 2. Skin and mucous membranes. Wait, skin, mucous membranes, and gastrointestinal tract. Yeah, skin, mucous membranes, and gastrointestinal tract. Okay. Can I do it now? Please focus on where the yes, let's make a sample. Please stay right there. So we're going to do this. Mucous membranes. Skin, gastrointestinal tract. Okay. Skin, okay. Go. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have my thing right outside. Oh, I have one more page. Oh, the vagrant. I need to go to find out what the vagrant story is. Oh, hello. Sorry, Eva looks like she has a missive for me.
This house was built by Farkad. He wasn't as daring a thinker as the twins, but he knew how to live into both the future and the past.
Someone brought a note for you to the Stillwater, but you weren't there. I promised to deliver it, but I couldn't resist reading it for myself. Haven't you ever heard... No. Who brought it? An herb bride. I normally wouldn't have snooped, but she was acting so strangely, so I glanced through it, and it really does seem to be a matter of life and death, and Barak is involved. And you decided to deliver it personally? Must be really important, then. You don't know me, but that's not important. My sister Nara is in grave danger. This danger has a name. Artemi Barak. Rumor has it he killed his father. He's a killer, a hollowed man. You're my only hope. Please don't reject my plea. Meet me at the water tower in the steppe. Okay. Thanks, Eva. I'm going to go ahead and tell somebody that they're frickin' wrong. And
Souls
you,
of a
Capella.
feather flock together.
It seems your talk with Clara didn't go very well. What are you doing at the hospital? Are you trying to get infected? I come here sometimes. I can't really say why. I feel as though I'm responsible for these people, even though I can't help them. You know Clara, then? Are you acquainted? Nobody knows Clara. She doesn't even know herself. She appeared in town 5 days ago. Where she came from, who she is, it's all a mystery. I believe she's a living mirror. She's different for every person. I mean, that's true, yes. Like, you know, our appeal to person will vary. So, I'll just ask you direct. What do you mean by that? Clara's voice depends on her on the mood, or rather, the state of mind. But not her state, the state of those she's with. She loves talking to the Stamatins because they're different. One's always melancholic, apathetic, the other is always on edge, almost psychotic. They can hear her different voices. She likes that. So, if I, for example, drive myself to apathy or psychosis, she'll stop calling me boring and deign to actually talk to me? You will hear her other voice, yes. She was just headed to the pub, so... Alright, so that's something. I think I understand how to talk to Clara now. But we're not done! We are not... Actually, I need to... What is this? A pepper mill? A meat grinder? Why is it here? A very good question. I don't know. Hugs and kisses to all of you. I have to go process some samples. And if I remember correctly, you are somewhere over here, actually. We got some slides to prep. Beep bop boop bop bep. We've got some slides to prep. Kick. You're over here, aren't you? Where the hell is this guy? You said you would be around all the time. I was right in front of the theater district. If I missed you, I'm still blaming you. For frick's frack. For heckin's heck.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
I have misophonia, Damkovsky, so if you start chewing, I will instantly delete this video game forever. Oh, there you are! For heck's sake. You couldn't, like, throw a flare up in the air or something? Throw your hands up in the air next time. Alright, do I have, analyze items? Material? No. Do I have... Where's my... My microscope is in the theater, isn't it? Okay. It's fine. You know what? No. No. No words. There is no redeeming myself in this situation. We're just gonna go. Hello, microscope. How are you? I have some samples I'd like to analyze. Thank you. Alright, right. It has been a little bit since I did some analysis. I got something interesting here. What do we got? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. That looks like... Okay. Look for red bacteria. I did find red bacteria. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Great. Okay. So a pathogen has been found in the guts. So that leads me to believe... Hold on, I'll be right with you in just a second. There's a pathogen in the guts. So it's... Right now we're looking at tuberculosis. So what we need to see is pathogen in the skin and not in the mucous membranes. So there better be a pathogen in Oh. Okay, I've made my diagnosis. I have run out of reagent, and I'm taking a shot in the dark here. We're going for consumption, right? Right. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, I have a sample. But I already see that in the guts one. Yes, okay, so it's there. So it's definitely in the guts, which is consumption, but not in acute bronchiopathy. So we're going to do this. Lock in diagnosis for consumption. Yes, consumption. Consumption. What's your function? Okay, diagnosis and set. And you know what? For the rest of the day, we're actually going to clear out what we have for patients. We're going to go and help the Hark of Vagrant. Where's the Vagrant? Oh, that's the Herb Bride. That's the... Nope. I need to... Yes. Okay, great. So we're going to go into the refuge, check out where the Bobok was hanging out, and see if we can't glean any more information. Hold on. Did it say it was in an infected district? I don't see no freaking... Why am I like this? Okay, sorry, I don't have time for the whirlwind of murder. Excuse me. Hello, sorry. Is this the right way? Not even remotely? Great. Alright, seems pretty quiet around... Get off me! Get off me! Okay, seems pretty quiet around here. I don't think the shabby tabby is around here to come eat my biscuits. So we're... You were so close. You were so close. These children are magical, I tell you. Let's go and find the thing with what it says on the map, and do the science. All right? Couldn't have possibly put it any simpler. See? There's a child down there that needs some instruction on sitting. All right, here we go. It's going to be in this field over here. Okay. Oh. You're kind of... I mean, there's plenty of That's very obtrusive. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, we got some delicious, delicious stuff here, fan-dabby-dozy. Right. So we have here some peeps. What can you guys tell me about Bobok? Look at the great Khan here. Make sure you don't miss how important he is. Face stretched out like a lampshade. Might snap at any moment. His skull's too tight, you see. Creates pressure. Pressing and squeezing and crushing. Wait, so the bad and the ugly. Does that mean that I'm the good in this scenario? That can't bode well. I'm telling you, the man's got a heck of an extra length of presser. Let's ask the doctor if it's treatable. Timely intervention and all that. Are you talking about me by any chance? What's his problem? Took it personally, did he? The shoe fits, huh? Nah, we were just chatting about a different doctor. A smarter one. Great, thank you. Bobok, the vagrant, is he a pal of yours? Pal is stretching it. But he's useful. He's also useless. He's a dolt who never says no. Have you ever beaten him up, Bobok? How do you not beat up someone like that? He'll take it, then thank you for it. Twice. And his fresh bruises are your handiwork? Hey, you know the normal answer to a question like that. He fell down some stairs. Come on, I'm not looking to accuse or charge you. I just need to know how Bobok got his bruises. It's work-related. And if you know the first thing about the life as if you know the first thing about the life we're living. You don't know the first thing about yours either. But you walk around acting all important like. Keep your eyes peeled, and you might see something. Quit running your mouth already, blatherskite. And you, Doc, listen and take note. We've given Bobok a thrashing or two, all right, but we didn't get our hands dirty now. He's gone mangy. We're not exactly dishing and dapper. He's gone mangy. We're not exactly dashing and dapper ourselves, but we know the difference between grimy and mangy. Rough up a mangy fellow, and you'll regret it more than he will. What do you mean by mangy? Some kind of skin problem? Some kind. Have you seen his ugly mug? He's even got sores in his mouth now. Makes it hard for him to take food from him. He's already had. Sorry, I was distracted because I was just rushing to the notebook. Makes it hard to take his food from him if he already had a bite. Okay, we go back to. I diagnosed you. We go back to Bobok. All right, so severe pallor, but we're talking about skin inflammation with characteristic resolution emerge into clusters. He's saying that he's got. Actually, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. He said sores. He has sores. Ichthyosis, uneven skin patches, reform patterns resembling scales. Nope. Rash can be black and green. Different types of cases of diseases. Skin redness, yellowing of the skin, itchy skin, insect bites, ulcers. Ulcers should not be confused as really edges of the ulcer are clearly visible. I'm gonna put ulcers for now. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. We're not totally clueless. So what if he hadn't been to college? The street's our college. Sure, we don't know if it's an osis or an itis, but we know how to keep clear of it. Tell me, does Bobok drink? Would you call him a drunkard? Oh, come on. Show me someone on the street who doesn't drink. Never poked your nose out of your neat little office, have you? Bobok barely ever gets a drop of booze in his mouth, with so many other mouths in the way. You tell him to share, and he just shares. His stinking blanket, his bottle, anything. Like the dolt he is, doesn't he have the nerve to become a proper drunkard? I do have a general sense that none of you here are feeling too well, but I'm going to ask anyway. Has Bobok been sick lately? Have you noticed anything unusual about him? He's been his usual self, really, running errands, no matter if he's feeling fine or terrible. He wants to help, even when he can barely stand up on his pegs. Well then, is there any chance you could... No chance! Oh, for crying out loud, give me a break. I know you want to blabber on and get on, and on. You have nothing to do, so it's all you ever do. We gotta feed ourselves somehow, though. Alright, you've helped me enough as it is. I feel like I didn't glean too much information from that, but whatever. Are you a friend of Bobok? Oh, you're the good! Okay. We're done with our shift, dearest chief, and we're enjoying a well-deserved rest. Your shift? Are you a volunteer orderly? In a matter of speaking, dear boss, let's just say I can adapt to any task, whatever's needed. Right now, what's desperately needed is a rest, so that I can devote myself to your service with renewed vigor tomorrow. Could you do me a favor today? Do you know Bobak? Our Bobak was the kindest and most helpful of men. One can say he was a man incapable of saying no. In his desire to help everyone, else he forgot himself. He really was in a hurry to do a great deal of good. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? He must have fallen ill and perished. He did others' work and suffered for it. People used him to pull chestnuts out of the fire, and made him the butt of the joke for it. He was a very, very kind and helpful man. What others' work do you mean? Well, this is a bit awkward, dear boss. We're not supposed to air other people's laundry. People trust our own kind with various matters because they can pay us in small change, and be sure we won't run our mouths. So I humbly ask your forgiveness, but I won't say anything more. You're not leaving yet, are you? I might come back to you later. Okay. Is now later? Go ahead and do that. I'll look around in the meantime. Okay, so I did see a pot on the fire. And by that... no, I did. I did see a pot on the fire. Let me concentrate. What do we got? So this is how vagrants live. Meager food, gathered who knows how. Sleeping under the open sky in any weather, in the rain. I don't even know what I'm looking at here in a dump. Well, since I'm already here, I should dig through some trash as well. Bobak said his bruises were from sleeping on the ground. Other vagrants confirmed my suspicion. He was beaten. Medicine? That's unexpected. And another one, among this meager collection of belongings. Okay, maybe they knew someone was sick, thought they would treat them? Let's see, anti-nausea and eye drops. Should I add vomiting to Bobak's symptoms? Perhaps with the vomiting that I was clear, possibly. Alright, let's see. So, anti-nausea, so nauseous. So let's go to your guts. We got nausea and vomiting. What do I have for you, Bobak? Memory lapses. Ulcers probably isn't the best idea. Memory lapses, nausea, and Twyrene syndrome. He was a drinker, but... Red eyes brings it over to Twyrene again. Alright, let me go ask Good. Okay, come here. I have questions for you. I've looked around this place and now I have a couple of questions. Do you mind answering them? To the best of my ability, though I can't imagine what you might have found so interesting in our dump. I came across some medicine. It's new, unopened. Doesn't exactly look like trash. Where did it come from? What's it here for? So you've noticed. Well, I'll just have to confess then. It's payment for Bobak's work. Naturally, he shared it with everyone, the generous soul. He thought we could either use it ourselves or barter it off. The plague's in town, so everyone needs medicine. What kind of work? What exactly did he do? Well, some orderlies came by earlier looking for someone who could check the plague houses in their place. I guess they were too scared of catching it themselves. I was scared too, so I didn't go. But Bobak agreed. First they paid him with medicine, then a fist to the ribs. But why beat him? Did he do his job poorly? Oh no, he did well. He came out after checking the house and said, "There are dead people in there. Let's go carry out the bodies together." And he was so cheerful about it, such an honest man. But the orderlies got angry. They were hoping they couldn't have to go in, but our Bobak kept urging them, saying, "We can't just leave the dead." I won't let this slide. Discipline is vital for the hospital, and those guys... No need to get so worked up, dear boss. Any person, when they're scared enough, shows a beastly face like that. And if they don't, they're like Bobak. Do you want everybody to be holy fools like Bobak? That sucked. That told me nothing. Okay, so he didn't get the nausea and vomiting for himself. Or the red eyes. The pallor he explained away. The memory lapses is the only thing that I can say. He said his memory was like a sieve. Do I go back and inspect this? A home for the homeless. Yes. This alone is not enough to ruin one's health. Sleeping in the open sky. I don't know, looking for a dump. Conditions like you could just catch about any disease from sleeping on the ground. I mean, there are, however, diseases that arise from contact with the soil. Bruises, pallor, but the bruises he explained are getting from like soil's full of horrible pathogens. Slept on the ground, soil got into his blood, and with it, infection. What? I think I found the diagnosis. A sad but predictable case. I don't know about that one, my guy. Alright, let me throw everything back at the wall again. Alright, we have... I'm throwing everything at the wall. Cyanosis, cough, hemoptysis, difficulty breathing, severe pallor, hematomas, no, none of that. Eczema? Ichthyosis? Rashing, I guess. I'll put that there. Itchy skin, yeah. So we'll get rid of rash, we'll keep itchy skin. Nausea and vomiting. It's like it's pushing me to do Twirine syndrome because, you know, reports alcoholism. Is there anything else I can explore in this area? Let me see. Where else? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been all that? Okay, I could re-examine that again, but I don't want to. I don't know if I've gleaned everything from that. Right, there's no jump button in this game. Dr. Daniel has no hops. He's got no ups, which is a problem. Is this anything? Is there anything in this clearing? No, nothing. Not a heckin' thing. I could talk to you again, but that would be pointless, wouldn't it? I have a couple questions. I didn't have any questions. That was pointless. Okay. This is a box. Did I explore this box? I did. So it's still there. Let me see. What else? Is there a Barak? Okay, there's the pub. Uh-huh. Yes. No. Patients are waiting for me. Mech. Oh, Bobak. You're really putting a wrench in everything here. Home for the homeless. That alone is not enough to ruin one's life. Sleeping under the open sky. Don't even want for what a dump. Conditions like you catch any disease, bugs, bruises for sleeping on the ground. I mean, I still suspect this beating's medicine. That's unexpected. And then the meager collection of belongings. Maybe somebody else was sick. Let's see, anti-nausea and eye drops. Should I not rush to conclusions? Oh, here we go. What's this then? A prescription, a receipt? No, I can't make it out. Torn too finely. Orn's magnificent tale. Turn mistress, wholeness reward. Who wrote this? A child? An Odon with wrote this. A child? Why tear up children's messages? Someone was tearing up a note. They walked away tearing or walking. Where to? A note as they walked. Where to? Oh, hello there, magnificent horns. Oh, you did find the bull. Yes. He didn't retrieve it. Yeah. Wait, memory problems or just a coincidence? Maybe I asked the friendly vagrant. Okay. Great, so the bowl is a thing. Okay. Talk to me, bud. I have more questions. There's a toy behind a trash pile. It doesn't look thrown out, more like deliberately set aside. Bobok put it there. When he was about to go into a plague house, this little girl clung to him like a barnacle. Get my bowl, mister, she cried. She said they'd been moved out, but the bowl was left behind in the old house. She was worried that he would be scared and lonely all by himself. She was just a tiny tot who still talked to her dolls. Hold on. Bobok kept saying that he broke his promise, that he didn't lead some girl's bowl out. Was there some other bowl, or did he forget about this one? It's this very bowl, dear boss. Can't imagine how he could have forgotten about it. Okay, so we chalk up... Memory lapse is already on there. Bobok spent ages waiting for the little girl. He even talked to the toy just like it was her. But then he'd learned she died of the plague. That's when the people she moved in with, said. Oh, how he cried. And you're telling me he forgot? Perhaps his memory got muddled. Have you noticed that happening to him? With beatific people like him, you sometimes can't tell whether they've forgiven or forgotten. But now that I think about it, he probably did have memory issues. He gave me the same medicine 3 times, even though I needed no convincing to take it. One last thing. Were the orderlies the one who split Bobak's lip? I keep wondering if it's a symptom or not. Right here? Oh, I shouldn't point it out on my own body. Wouldn't want to catch the same thing. No, that's a sore on his lip appeared before his run-in with the orderlies, or any visit to the plague houses. So he has a sore. Mucous membrane, lip lesions. What did that just add? Okay, so he has a lip lesion. Why did I put red eyes? Oh, right. Let me get rid of red eyes. Keep lip lesions. I'm going to get rid of hematomas. We have burning fever, itchy skin, hepatitis... Nausea. We can get rid of nausea and vomiting. Itchy skin, yes, I'll keep for now. Definitely memory lapses, definitely lip lesions. Severe pallor, maybe. So right now, what we're looking at is burning fever. Hallucinations, headache, fever, loss of coordination, diarrhea, ulcers, eczema, rapid pulse. I'm actually okay with that. Let me take a quicker look. Highly contagious disease caused by the neuroulcer virus. Transmitted through contact and breathing. Initially, the disease presents with fever, headache, and abdominal pain. Later, ulcers and eczema appear on the skin. Itchy hepatic. I am feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty good about the fever. No, go ahead and point for sure. Suspicions don't work. For another, that sore is likely a symptom of the very illness that kept Bobok from dying from the plague right away. Okay, let me just... Sad truth. Open the minimap. So what do we got? This is... Nope. I need Bobok. Well, hold on. I have to answer these. Microscope, yes, great. Diagnosis is set. Bobok. I should ask the local inhabitants where they got so many medical supplies. And so I shall. How old is the Clara changeling? Is Isidore Barak? The locals where the... Hold on. I apparently... Yes, I have no more reason to bother you. Okay, so... Sorry, what did you ask me to do? Okay. I should ask the local inhabitants. So, poor, reliable Bobok carried out a toy from an infected house, but the girl had already died. He doesn't seem to remember it. Should I ask him or diagnose straight away? I'm, just to be absolutely sure, I'm going to bring it all back to Bobok. For better or worse. And, yes. And I'm slow now because this was indeed very depressing. If I go... No, so if I go this way, it might shorten the time. Ooh, good. I have a couple of trash cans to make me feel better about things. Hiya! And let me stare at this. No, I'm not touching that. That'll burn
As
me.
if things are animated.
Okay. Have you been restocked? I know I looted you earlier. Yes, I have already taken from you. All right, here we go. We go back to the Hospital. And let's go talk to Bobby. Bobby-Wan Kenobi. As I slowly trudge my way over. Look at me being all responsible. I'm going to keep my drugs for when I go talk to Clara. Because she apparently won't talk to me unless I'm one way or another. And I'll take the mania over anything else. So, let's see. Oh, yes, Bobak. Let me take a look at you. Let's see. I visited the dump you call home. Nice. 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 Quaint. Differential Diagnosis Act 2. The script says it's time to interview the patient. Ask away, doctor. That's what people need from one another. A scrap of it. No, I already did this. Okay. No. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just dive straight into the mean thing. I visited the dump you call home. Quaint, but the conditions are terrible. May I clarify something for the record? You're such a... You're a mean... Daniel Dankovsky. Here's my hot take. Daniel Dankovsky, mean girl. Yeah, I'm calling those shots. So you liked it there? Always say, life and beauty exist wherever the eye is willing to see them. Orderlies from my hospital sent you into an infected house and then beat you up. Why didn't you tell me right away? Do you remember their names, what they look like? Oh, really? How silly of me. I guess I didn't want to cause these men any grief. How did I explain the bruises then? Okay. I need you to point out these men. They undermine the hospital's work. Don't raise your voice, Doctor. Did yelling ever truly fix a problem? The answer is no. I don't remember their faces, and I don't remember their names. Do what you will with that. Why were you so worried about the toy bull, Bobak? You were upset that you didn't lead it out, but it's been safely in the dump this entire time. Oh, really? Goodness me. I'm not as wretched as I thought. This means I kept my word. Or did I? If I saved it from the plague, why didn't I give it to the girl? You aren't allowed out of the hospital. But don't worry, I'll give the toy bowl to its owner. You've got a good heart, Doctor. Can't always tell it right away, but there's compassion in every human soul. Bright like a little flame. Yeah. I think I have your diagnosis, Bobak. Stop beating yourself up like this. You're a good person. Perhaps too good. Bobak has memory issues, but perhaps it's the best he doesn't remember half his fortunes. Yeah. So he definitely has memory lapses and lip lesions. There's only one, which is going to be burning fever. Everything else, I'm just not confident in, so we're just gonna do that. The results will be delivered directly to the Stillwater after 6 in the evening. It is 7 in the evening. Alright, I do want to just make a quick little look and see if I did any of it right. I believe, I do feel confident that I do have it right. So, I'm just going to go ahead and take a sneak peek and see. And then while I'm here, I'll go to the water tower. And stand up for and that's not Isidore Barak, Artemi Barak. Okay, here we go. Okay, I was told that perhaps I should talk to some people. So here we are. Gee, that one's mighty ugly. Whose idea was to put this nastiness everywhere? We're scared enough as it is without these towering wooden things. Should have put something up nice instead. Something beautiful that would please the eye. They say that scarecrows ward off all things unholy and unclean. Not that we're doing a great job with the unclean ones, then. I haven't had a bath in a week, but here I am. Why would you just openly say that? I know. They're to scare off birds, right? It's obvious. Birds spread the infection, so they're keeping them away. Such nonsense. What evil do birds ever do to anyone? Birds are God's own creatures. Any infection bounces right off them. Well, birds don't get infected because birds aren't real. I feel like we need to establish that real quick. That's why you don't see bird flu, not a thing. Software malfunction. Needs updating. Glad we got rid of it during the Y2K situation. Ma, let's go, Ma. By the way, all of that was a lie. Ma, let's go, Ma. If you work for the NSA. I don't want to be here, Ma. So you're saying people are... No, I don't have time to discuss philosophy with the rabble. Yes. Your son is being very sensible. Go home. Being outside is not a great idea. The town is in quarantine. Also, I never want to speak to any of you ever again. Okay. Let's go and just take a sneaky quickie peek at whether or not I got my diagnoses correct. Hi. Are you here to deliver my paper? Number 33 reporting. I brought the reports on today's patients. What became of them after your prescriptions? Please review them. Thank you, 33. Yeah! Heck yeah! Look at me go. All diagnoses are correct. I now can activate Protocol 5. Not killing all the Jedi quite yet, but still saving all the people. Heron? Sorry, I just need to do this real quick, my guy. We're due enacted. Do I have... Is it here? Huh? What? Curfew? No. No. Water filtration. Protocol 5. Here we go. Protocol 5. I can't enact it. Why can't I? Because I don't have enough medicaments? No, I have plenty of medicaments. Do I have enough task force? I don't have enough task force. Okay. So we need to reduce... So, who's got 5 patrolmen? So let's get rid of... So let's... how do I... Oh, yes. Remove decree, remove decree. Great, so I have 30 patrolmen. Now I just need to do Protocol 5, which I can't do because I need more orderlies. How many is this? 30 orderlies. Okay, there we go. Where is... Protection from Shabnak? No. Exchange for... No. Protocol... I can't do it because I don't have enough orderlies. What the hell? Oh, no. Wait, no. What? Remaining 5. And how many? I have 30. So it resets every day. I just flat out don't have enough people. Is there something that can give me more orderlies? No, is there something that gives me more... What do I need in order... No, stop it. Stop. Get out of here. What do I need? I need, Protocol 5. I need 35 orderlies, which I don't have, and 100 medicaments, which I do. Where the hell do I get additional orderlies? Okay, well, before we do any of that, let me... Alright. I need to reduce contagion. So this one. We'll do that one. I need to reduce contagion. Don't need to increase unrest by that much. I think I have other things. Oh, I have stuff that can give me more things. Okay, so I need to find something. I need to find an edict that would give me more orderlies. Let's stop time because we're freaking magicians. Okay, so I need to find... So, okay. Oh, that's... Okay, that's fine. Unrest will go up real bad. Anything else I can do to reduce the amount of contagion? Sure, why not? There we go. Okay. That's not great. Unless, wait a minute, Herod! Late again, Doctor? Well, punctuality has never been your finest virtue. Late for what? I don't recall scheduling a meeting with you, Heron. Whatever you say. After all, you're my... superior. I came to discuss a certain inconvenience. Perhaps you've noticed Stillwater has grown uncomfortably crowded. What do you mean? The Stillwater has more than enough space. It seems you've decided to gather the strangest possible people in the emergency command. There's a constant stream of supplicants and assistants, all circling around your notice, and getting none, from dawn to dusk. Ah, that beatific girl. I'm sorry, what are you getting at? Unlike you, I'm not a doctor, but I still understand that the sand pest spreads easily. To collect so many possible carriers under one roof is a foolish strategy. Assuming it even is a strategy and not mere chaos. During an epidemic, wouldn't people be better off keeping their distance from one another? Well, so what do you propose? We can't send the command away. We have work to do. What I propose is, how should I put it? A reduction in density. Don't stand as close to me as you are now, and don't permit anyone else to stand so close to you either. The disease spreads through contact. Okay, you've been pulled here and there all day, Heron. I can tell your tailcoat is creased. Social distancing. Alright, does this increase the number of orderlies? Does it? Curfew, fine. Quarantine, for social distancing just decreases contagion by a little bit. Useless. Heron, you're absolute garbage. Eva, do you have any? No, you have nothing for me. It's still... Okay, I gotta make a little bit of a beeline. I need an edict that increases the number of orderlies that I can get, because otherwise I can't enact whatever I found out today as a potential vaccine. That's a I never noticed that it was that close. Oh, right, because it's right next door. I remember what district I'm in. Haha. Out of the way. Alright, so I want to go to the water tower. Okay, here we go. It's the herb collector. Hello. You've come. By Yarla, Mshen. May Mother Bardo caress your step. I was afraid that it was all for naught. Sorry, but who are you? I am Alalg Naya, a bride of the steppe. But it does not matter. I've come asking for help for my sister, not myself. She is my Abgai, and she's in love with Burak. This must be stopped. What's wrong with being in love? It's a wonderful feeling. This is not that kind of love. Her love is Bohir love, a Mu love, an Ubshe love. Her love is a noose that must be broken. But why come to me? Nara's life is in danger. I see it. She's tied herself to Barak too tightly. Her attachment strangles her like an Urman in the heat. An Ubshe love must be broken, healed, or it's Untarna. What do you... So he'll break her heart. What's the big deal? She'll cry a little, then fall in love with someone else. There's always how it goes when you're young. The problem is not with Nara. It is with Barak. He is hollow inside. I see it. Echoes always resonate within his body. Good, I didn't ask you anything. Those echoes, that void, that's what calls to Nara. That void will kill her. The void cannot love. It lures other people's love inside itself and kills it. Have some sort of evidence, bro. When I saw the word hollowed in your note, I thought you misspelled hallowed, but apparently you think he's literally hollowed. Barak knows the lines. He can plunge his hands into a body, a living body, a dead body. That's his gift and his curse. He knows the lines, but he does not know limits. He is unable to say no to himself, and neither will Nara be able to say no to him. Don't you see? Honestly, I don't know. What are you implying? That he'll dissect her alive? Nonsense. Why would he do that? Nara will allow him to plunge his hands into her body. She will ask him to do it. She wants to be with him so badly, to merge with him, that he will kill her in the end. Be Kara. It is also about you. I saw Nara lying on the ground dead, empty, hollowed out in Barak's embrace, and you were beside them. You were also in that dream, so you must go meet him. Barak, where could he go? I don't know where he is, but I know where to find her. Go to the Bones Stake lot. Talk to her. You'll see that Barak is her disease. Don't let him plunge his hands into her body. Shut up, Daniel. Alright, let's hope I'm not too late. Okay. And even though it's very, very late. Sorry, excuse me. Here we go. Let's go and the Bone Orchard, right? Nara's life is at stake here. Alright. Someone's life is at stake, but it's really getting late in the day. Oh, god dang it! Let go of me. Where am I going? Nope, that was the wrong button. This is the correct button. Here we go. Crap, there's
What's
also...
going on with my nerves?
Oh, Isidore Barak is over here. Excuse me, sorry. Hi, hello, yes. Great. We're doing one thing at a time. We're gonna take care of Isidore Barak. I guess tomorrow is not the right answer in terms of time. Let's see here. Alright, so we continue onwards, great, and now we find Nara's life is at stake, so we're going to go, whoop, 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 whoop. You know, just slowly. No rush, no real need. Okay, back here, probably. This looks like a good place to dissect someone. Very nice, open concept. Nope, okay. Not in this yard. In the next, perhaps? Here you are. Yep, you already did it, bud. Alright, hold on. Oh, sorry. Don't know what happened to your hair. Alright. What'd you got for me?
Go, Amshen. I need time to collect my tools.
Ah, physician. How did you know I was here? Never mind, I brought you live tissue. Hurry, we don't have much time. What's going on here? Nara was infected with the sand plague. She didn't stand a chance. Just like Conjure. I told her about our work, about how important it is, and she agreed to help. When I said we needed an organ, I didn't need a vital one. A tiny piece of a kidney would have sufficed. That's not true, physician, and you know it. If we understand how the sand plague behaves in the heart, it will be a breakthrough. Make haste, the tissue is still alive, but not for long. Sorry, I don't know how to articulate what I'm thinking right now. I don't know enough about the case. I didn't hear it from... I know that I did send Barak out to collect a tissue sample. Yes, that is undeniably something that I did do earlier in the day. And it is unfortunate that, you know, apparently... Yes, I did actually request a vital organ to be collected. I suppose what would give me peace in this circumstance is if maybe I heard from the patient themselves. I mean, and it was very thoroughly understood that they were going to pass away. Because here's the thing, dear viewer, I don't mind this. Honestly, I am an organ donor myself. I made sure to put it on every single license that I've ever owned. But, you know, that's obviously pre-approved proof that I'm willing to do so. But I don't have any of that documentation, which makes it a little bit difficult. On one hand, if this person was indeed a consenting person who understood the stakes and... Well, I mean, but then again, there's the counterpoint. Yes, I am an organ donor, That does not mean I am okay if somebody kills me to take my organs to help other people. I kind of want to live my life a little bit longer first. I don't know. I need more information. Perhaps if I go earlier in the day, maybe I'll be able to stop this interaction or at least find out more about it, then let it proceed. I don't know. We'll see. Fine, give it to me. I'll tell you what I think, but I really don't have time. I really don't have time. Okay, what was I expecting? Right. Okay, I really don't have time, though. I need you... What the hell? Okay, I'll talk to you guys in just a second. I need my analysis machine. Nope, I don't want to mix things. I want to analyze things. I want to analyze things. How do I analyze medicine? I don't want to analyze medicine. I want to analyze items. There we go. Art. Go. Analysis. The microbe is captured in living tissue. A vaccine can be prepared from a living microbe that will protect other countries and cities from the disease. Okay, so what do we have? Sinister, let's start from here. So I asked for this, organ of power specs. Someone is begging me for a meeting the step behind the still water. A local dancer fears for her friend. She's in danger because of Barack, well, allegedly. The heart of the infected herb bride has been cut out of her alive. I need to study it while it's still beating. The analyzer is in Stillwater. It's not. I did a side quest. We're beyond that. The sinister microbe that turns human blood into boiling brew has been finally caught. Yes, a sacrifice had to be made, but what is this doomed victim compared to a perfect discovery? Okay. All diagnosis correct. A working proto-vaccine is prepared. Another day for the town was snatched from the clutches of the plague. Right, but I can't enact that. What else do we have? Mutual understanding. Changeling communicates to those with a wavelength. How much time do I have left? Not terribly. But I'm full of amalgam. Alright, I do want to find out what the hell this is. Hi. Turn around, please. Raise your arms. Uh-huh. No, again. Now breathe. Hold your breath. Breathe. Hold your breath. Sir, what in the world are you doing? Who does a physical examinations like that? No one told me how to do it. They just said go ahead. I don't know the first thing about this. I'm a baker. My dad's a baker. My grandma was a baker too. When I look at people, all I can tell is if they're hungry or not. Why were you assigned to perform physical examinations if you were a baker? There's no one else to do it. They searched all over. And all they found was me. My dad worked at an oven all his life, baked the best bread in town. He used to say that we aren't just hungry for food here, but human resources too. Doctor, can I breathe now? It's hard. What use is a medical examination if you just pretend to know what you're doing? How should I know? Go to the town hall and look for the dope who started this three-ring circus. They say he's a doctor, but honestly, I highly doubt it. Well, wait till you see how I bake bread. Alright, you're just floating. We move on. Wait, no, we don't move on. We kick a trash can, then we move on.
You're too high-strung.
I don't have any... Do I have drugs for you? I don't think I have drugs for you. Besides, I have all... I'm sorry to be entirely selfish, but I have all the amalgam I could possibly need. It is... What is it? Oh my... What time is it? It is almost tomorrow. Do I have enough time to do anything, really? Alright, you know what? We're right next to the district. I really doubt we're going to be able to explore this too much. I'm sorry, this is lootable. Isn't it? Aren't you? You're not? I was the one more deceived. Okay, here we go. We are going to go this way. We're going to go into... back to Isidore Barack's study. I don't know how much we're going to be able to comfortably glean for the rest of this day. Great. Hi, everyone. Hi. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry. Thank you for touching me. That hurt a lot.
Boiling,
Okay,
cracking,
here we go.
Screeching.
You're right. Wait, where are you?
Living.
You're right. Is this right in here? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm just gonna try. Open. Oh, hello, everyone. Right, yes, you're all listening to the walls and everything like that. It's all very good. Yep. You're fine as you are. Great. What's your name? Stinky? Sticky? I think your name was Sticky. What do you got for me?
You know my nurse can only take so much.
Oh, you son of a barnacle. Thank you, Sticky. I needed more words to use instead of the swears. Lost the pin again. Maybe move it to the left? Hey, Sign, what you doing here? Go take a breather. I told you to, I'd call you lot when I'm done. Hello, Sticky. Again. Oh, it's you, big city man? Push the door for me, will you? Right here. You're heavy, it might do the trick. It won't. The lock was broken so that not even you could open it. That's what I'm saying. Master Barak couldn't have just died like that. No way. I think so, too. You know, I didn't like you at first, big city man. You and your foppish coat. I don't like how you know the word foppish. Children shouldn't know these words. Not that it's an inappropriate word, I just didn't expect it coming from a child. Everyone's oohing and eyeing over you while our bear gets dragged through the mud. But I can see now. You're all right. Well, once I had a dream. You were scolding me, rightly so. And then since then, pulled myself together. Failure. Isidore is dead, killed by the very day I arrived, the same day Simon died. The town is darkest hour, my darkest hour. I don't know. Isidore's been on the second day, but the trail has gone long since cold. I cannot catch him. Yeah, it's day 5. Isidore's study was closed on the second day. The lock jammed. I cannot investigate it. I don't know about this. Day 2. What is it? No, that's fine. But I was able to get into Isidore Barak's place. I was happy with day 2. Alright. Well, I don't know about that. The chase, yes, what, the chase and examination? What are we talking about here? There's me. There's the chase. There's the examination. I did. Someone yes, I did that fine. Allegedly saw Isidore's killer return to a victim's house. If only I could track him. This is on day 2. Even if I believe these tales, why do I need Isidore's killer? Let the authorities deal with him. I needed Isidore alive. Okay, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I will have to consider it. But it is now very late in the day. Oh, hello.
A single glance at you makes me wonder. Why am I glancing at you?
What do you want to know, En Daniel? The audience is over for today. Could Simon's body be hidden in this house? I'll tell you this. You only have a superficial understanding of my uncle's disappearance. His body, if it even exists, doesn't matter much. I can still feel it, something living. It's more like a sigh than a chunk of meat. Well, it's like you don't even believe your uncle is dead. This will bear some thinking about. Where am I going? I would like to get to the still water. So I'm going to take this road all the way... Wait, this way? No, I'm going to take the street and go all the way over here. No, it's not the heartbeat. Oh, Shabnak's here. Hello. Okay, I found out where you're residing, friend. Go away. I don't have too many... Sorry, I thought I heard it. I don't have too many chances with this. Sorry, I don't have too many chances with this, so I'm not actually going to tussle with it. But now I know where the, What the hell? Oh, that just blows me into the thing? Okay, great to know. Alright. I don't have too many chances, but now I know that this district is the one that has the plague in it. I'm just gonna head over to the still water. Yeah. I'm gonna head over to the still water. Why not, bud? Do you have anything of use to tell me? That's it. I won't let this go. I'm going to complain. Sorry, are you talking to me? I was just passing by. If I accidentally stepped on your foot, forgive me. It wasn't intentional. Look around you. They tell me there's a hospital in the theater. I limp over there and say, my leg hurts, help me. You know what they did? They kicked me out, so they don't deal with that kind of thing. What kind of hospital is that? They don't treat people, they study them. Well, it's an emergency hospital. Its purpose is to study the disease. Don't mess with me here. If they don't treat people here, call it something else, like a lab or an institute. Excellent point. You're a very astute little biscuit. Okay, why are the windows all odd? Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna go back in. Eva, are you home? It's a little boat. Kind of. Eva? Are you hanging out with Heron? Don't. Heron sucks. I'm just kidding, Heron. I love you. You useless piece of... Anyway, we're just going to end the day here, and I'm just going to take a look at what the play is. Okay, great. Eva? Hello, Eva.
Daniel, another day awaits you.
What was that outside? Our stretch of the Gorkhon has always been the quietest, but now it feels like an angry mob is building barricades in the garden. It's just the actors. They're performing their pantomimes right here. I suppose it's a retaliatory gesture. I did set up a hospital in their theater. I see. So both the stage and the audience are here now. They say the town's life is built around the bull's enterprise, the production of meat, but it feels more like it's built around the theater. Have you ever wondered what the theater produces? Performances that entertain people or distract them from their problems? Mark once told me that theater produces the audience. Supply creates demand? This should be simple for you. You're a scientist. The observer affects the experiment. Only in the theater are there observers on both sides. Some observe the stage, and others observe from the stage. Well, these pantomimes do seem to be staged for me personally. I swear it's not megalomania talking. I think it's obvious. Mark is right. Watching something defines it. A spectator may think they're uninvolved, but that's a lie. At this rate, we'll end up saying the spectator is also the author. In part, and also its subject. I'm already confused about what came first, the chicken or the egg. Real life and performances are mirrors set face to face. They endlessly repeat reflections, but in truth, they just capture the light that exists somewhere beyond them both. I sometimes can't tell if you're talking about transcendence or physics. Still about theater. You know, I once thought Immortel was Mark's pseudonym, and it was. I once thought Immortel was Mark's pseudonym, and it was, well, a bit much. But it turned out to be his real last name. This is not true. A person like him seems prone to embellishing in the name of beauty. He can't. He's so desperate for the stage to stay truthful that he's accidentally forgotten how to lie in everyday life. Well, I mean, in truth, I am grateful to him. He gave up the theater for the hospital, but these nightly pantomimes outside my window are swiftly eroding my gratitude. It seems like the actors have quieted down, and we can finally get some sleep. I wonder how long they'll keep besieging you. Well, probably until I develop a taste for it. Become the spectator they want to make of me. Thank you. But before I go, I must see the panto. No one's here to talk.
He looked like a man obsessed. A man in love. In love? Yes. Lovers know no obstacles, do they? What? Ah. You want to know who he was in love with. It's what, not who. His mission. His dream. His the Nautica.
Anyway, why do they keep insisting you brought the sandpass to the town?
Because they're stupid. They confuse the cause and consequence.
Are you the consequence?
Are you the cause? Just do me a favor and shut your mouth, please. Can't you see a professional is working?
Okay, then. I do feel like they're slightly digging at me, and I don't like it. I'm just trying to do my best, friends. I diagnosed all these patients today. I knew it was going to take all day, but I got it right. That's all that matters, being right. Nothing else. Surely don't need the humanity in life, even in the slightest. But for that, I'm afraid, everyone, that does conclude our playthrough of Pathologic 3 this evening. We did get a lot done. I knew right from the off that I was going to pretty much just do the diagnoses today, and that was going to take the entire day. So tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, when we pick it up at Part 10, we are going to continue once more with Day 5, and we are going to, well, on the list of things that we're going to do, one, I'm going to, no, you know what? I'm going to leave the, heart surgery that our dear Haruspex has done. I've made my choice, and I'm going to leave it at that. So, we're going to leave that there. However, finding more about the changeling and the stolen morphine tablets, that's going to be on our docket today. The situation with Isidore Barak, and you know, their study, I don't know if that's anything that I can actually change. But, well, here's the thing. Well, the next time we meet, the next time we redo Day 5, it's probably going to be significantly shorter, so with that done, chances are likely we're also going to be taking a quick look at Day 6 and seeing how that goes about. I desperately need to find an edict that increases the number of staff that I have so that I can implement the vaccine on Day 5. However, something that should help in that situation, I know the exact district where the Shabnak is, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well. And hopefully that should also reduce the chances of infection, or, you know, give us another day at least. I don't know. We'll see on how much stuff I'm able to accomplish on Day 5 on Thursday. So, thank you everyone so much for joining me this evening. I hope it was a wild time. Please join us again on Thursday, which is, what is that? Tomorrow's the 11th. March 12th. Is that important? 3/12? Why does that feel like something important? Doesn't matter. So, join us March 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where we pick up on Part 10 of Pathologic 3. Everyone, bye-bye.